how's it going? Today I have a primer plan for you, a strength piece, and then a conditioning piece. Okay, so for our primer, it's going to be 2 rounds through. You have 10 banded overhead press. 2 different ways to do this depending on what kind of band you have. If you have a very light, small band, right, I can grab this, go around my wrists, elbows up a little bit, make sure I'm squeezing my butt, tugging my pelvis under, press up overhead, pull it apart at the top, arms lock out when I do that, back down. 10 reps of that. Or if I had this band instead, right, a little bit of a lighter, longer band, you can stand on the inside of it. Palms facing forward, same thing. Tuck my pelvis under, squeeze, press up, back down, really pressing and engaging my shoulders and my upper back. Doing that for 10 reps. Then I have 10 banded good mornings. So for this, you're gonna need a little bit of a longer band, or you could always do this with no band. Stand on the inside, get it around your head. It's a little awkward. Choke up on it so you don't choke yourself, right? Hinge over, and then squeeze your butt and stand. So I should feel this, tugging on my hamstrings, and then keeping my back flat, I stand. 10 of those, 10 rows. Again, I want you to stand on your band. And you're gonna nice flat back row to your rib cage. Driving your elbows high, back down. And you're gonna do that for 10. And then 10 band pull aparts. Athletic stance, tuck your pelvis under. You're gonna keep your shoulders down, open and squeeze your upper back. So what I'm not doing, I'm not arching, right? And I'm also not getting like this into my shoulders. So my focus point here when I turn around is squeezing my shoulder blades together, coming back. So if there's a pencil between my shoulder blades, that's what I want to focus on squeezing. Okay, that's your primer, 2 rounds. Then we're going to get into our strength work. So this is not for time, meaning just work through this, go heavy if you can, try to push yourself for strength. You have 4 rounds total. You're going to do 7 strict press plus 10 bent over flies. So strict press with dumbbells or with a barbell if you have one and know how to do that. You're going to bring them up to your shoulders, right? I'm going to make sure my feet are shoulder width apart, my legs are locked out. I'm squeezing my butt, my back and core are tight, and I'm going to press overhead, walk out, back down. 7 total reps. They are strict, meaning I don't use my legs at all. Now, people tend to want to like press an arch when they do that. We don't want to see that, okay? And if you want to make that even more challenging and you only have light dumbbells, what you could do is you can sit down on the floor, and with the same weight, I guarantee it'll feel a lot heavier. So here, press for 7 total reps. Then we're going to do 10 bent over flies. So you're going to need light weights for this, right? I'm going to hit a perfect hinge position. And I'm going to keep a slight bend in my elbows, and I'm going to fly, squeeze, back down. 10 total reps. Again, if you have the ability to and you have all the different weights, try to challenge yourself there. So these are 15s. 10 reps at 15 for me would probably be pretty challenging. So I am going to try that, okay? When you're done, then you're going to do your conditioning piece. It's 15 minutes long. It's an AMRAP, meaning as many reps as possible. That means you're just going to work through it for 15 minutes. Keep going. See how far you can get, how many rounds. It's 7 of everything. 7 cal row or 7 cal bike or any cardio that you want to do that takes you probably about 30 seconds. Okay, so time that out. 7 single leg squats. Now, this is called a pistol squat usually, and in CrossFit style training, right, we would go all the way down if we can. So my bad leg, my good leg, I'll show you on my good leg. You're gonna go all the way down and stand, but alternating. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One, that takes a lot of strength and a lot of mobility. So if we can't do that, I still want to work on it. So I want you to pick a surface you can kind of sit onto. So I have my cooler over here, right? And I'm gonna go on my one side, either tap your butt and stand, or sit all the way on it and try to stand, okay? And if you can, try to alternate. So that's my one side. Now I'm gonna do my bad side. I am allowed to do these, so I'll show you, right? That's 2, and then I just keep alternating. It's really good to train single leg work. It's super important. It's functional movement. You might have to, not to go on a rant, but when I got injured, I was on crutches for 6 weeks, and I was only on my right side. So I had to pistol off of a seat to get up a step in my sunroom, okay? So this movement came in handy so much, and I do think it is a functional movement, so I'd like you guys to try that. Okay, then we have our deadlifts. You can use dumbbells, you can use a barbell, it's your choice. But if I use my dumbbells, right, I'm gonna point them down. I'm gonna slightly bend my knees, I'm gonna hinge over, tap off the ground, and stand. Drop your hips a little bit here. Once you hinge, drop, and stand. Keeping your back nice and flat. We don't wanna hurt our back. If you struggle with that and you just can't get into a good position, go wide, sumo stance, same thing, turn those toes out, chest stays up, drop, and stand. And then that'll be a little more squatty and you won't hurt your back. Then we have push-ups, 7 traditional push-ups. If you guys can't do that, what I would like to see is going to a bench or, a couch or whatever, and I'm gonna do my push-ups to that, working on my full range of motion still, okay? I wanna see us work that full range of motion, and then dumbbell snatch. So I only need 1 dumbbell for this. I'm gonna go between my legs, back is flat, punch straight up overhead, using my legs, stand, and then switch. That's 1 rep, that's 2, that's 3, okay? This bell should travel from the ground straight up overhead in 1 movement, staying close to your body as you do that, okay? As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Any concerns? 15 minutes is a little bit of a longer time domain, so I want you to pace yourself. Don't go off too hot, don't redline, meaning that you go so hard that you can't recover and keep moving through it. So try to pace yourself for that 15 minutes. I hope you enjoy. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I'll see you soon.